Somebody leaked it, and somebody has the receipts. And we've got Kensington Palace, we've got Buckingham Palace, and we've got Montecito dueling against each other. Who's lying? Who's not? Seeing all this happen today, coming down my timeline, and apparently little Louie's birthday is tomorrow. So I'm like, is that just a little bit of shade being thrown because, oh, you want to have your coronation on my son Archie's birthday, so I'm going to create a ruckus the day before your son's birthday. Speaking about little Louie. But I'm just like, I really can't believe it's 2023 and we're seeing the royals literally tear each other apart before our eyes. And we have a front row seat to it all. And I just feel as like, I feel like Meghan and the statement that she came out with today was excellent. And at this point, I really don't give a hoot. Like, I'm very much like, after that picture, that image that I saw, I'm like, all bets are fucking off because it was just so disgusting to me. So do what you need to do. But somebody has the receipts. And the thing is that gets me with these people is they're not real with it. It's like, you want to leak this, you want to leak that. Okay, if a letter was sent, you know, if something was sent, just leak the whole motherfucking letter if you want to be real like that. And apparently, the statement Meghan is saying, I'll read it later, but the statement Meghan is saying that she ain't got nothing to do with this. It's not me. It's not me over here. But then Buckingham Palace has like sent out letters to all parties. It's a mess. It's an absolute mess. And we know that come Monday morning, I'm sure over the pond, their media is just like having a field day, eating it up, loving it. So I'm just like, and all this coming up to the coronation, and people are saying Harry is still over in the UK because it wouldn't make sense to, you know, go back over to Montecito and go back so soon, which he might still be over there. And it's just like, what the hell? So, like, then people are like, is it not going to be uncomfortable for Harry going and being with the family and seeing everybody and doing this, that, and another with the festivities with all this going on? Like, why would Meghan do that and then have create havoc for Harry while he's over at the coronation? Like, I don't know if she would do that. But then on the other hand, I'm like, maybe everything is strategic. And I believe she wants payback. And after the shit I've seen, I don't blame her. I would want revenge against the British media because they have incited this just vile behavior for the shit that I see online, these headlines. But I want people to be real, and they're not. Because if you want to leak this, you want to leak that, put it all out there. Put it all out there. Like, y'all already don't like each other. You clearly cannot fucking stand each other. They cannot stand each other. They can't even be in the same room together. Meghan and Kate hate each other. I was seeing articles that apparently Kate kind of was like the one to make it so that Meghan didn't go. Like, they're pitting them against, it's messy. It's so messy. And King Charles is about to go into reign, and this is what's happening. Does he really want this to be his legacy? You know, the drama in the history books when you, like, go back with your kids. Is any of this going to be in there? The downfall of the royal family? Does he want that to be his legacy? Or, like, would he just be like, look, You two, bring your fucking asses over here. Sit down. You, bring your ass over here. Sit the fuck down. You, Kate, bring your ass. Sit down. Shut the fuck up. I'm gonna speak, and this is what's going to happen. And figure it the fuck out. They're grown ass adults. But no. But part of me is like, are they getting a cut of this? Like, because we know, like, the comps teams, like, they're in touch with the British media and everything like that, the tabloids and press. Do they get a cut of these news stories? So that's why, like, they allow all this to happen? I don't know. But either way, Twitter is having a field day. They're eating it up. They're loving it. They're trashing Meghan. Everything that comes out, they will twist it. It's so interesting to watch. So I hope that you've enjoyed my late night rantings. I was like just sitting here thinking about this stuff, and I was like, this stuff is crazy. And I just didn't feel like turning the light on or any of that. But madness. So I'm gonna look at the article. It came out with like, I think her name is Veronica Ward. Probably wrong, but something Ward. She wrote it for the Telegraph. And the article came out. And my thing is, if the Telegraph knows who it came from, right? Because they're the ones who put the article out, so they know who the source is. So, like, I don't know. Like, I could not be in that world because I feel like I would be kind of cutthroat. Like, you want to give me a story? Okay, I will take your story, but I'm going to tell the full story in print. I'm not redacting a goddamn thing. Like, no. But, anyway, I'm going to look at that article. Okay, so I'm going to People because Telegraph has their shit behind a paywall, and I'm just not paying. I'm just not doing it. So, let's see if they summarize it for us. So it says, Meghan Markle wrote personal letter to King Charles about unconscious bias in royal family report. So remember when the Oprah interview came out, it was like racism, right? And then around when Prince Harry's book, The Spare, came out and he was doing those rounds, it became unconscious bias. So I kind of hope that this doesn't become a thing where, like, we're trying to water down racism. But however, in this situation, I feel like somebody was curious. You know what I mean? And from what I've been reading, the person who had this unconscious bias was named in the letter. So I'm just like, who fucking knows? I kind of feel like it was Camilla. Maybe Kate? Who knows? It's all speculation because people won't be effing real. And that's what I'm saying. Like, why won't King Charles, starting off his reign, do some real king shit and set everybody down? And talk about it. Just talk about it. Like, in a place where everybody feels comfortable, neutral ground, without all the frill, pomp, and circumstance, and just do what you need to fucking do. And then have a better reign for yourself. But this is just ridiculous. And I think that they love it. So it started off with this article coming out on the 21st, I believe. That was yesterday with the Telegraph. Like I said, I'm reading People because I'm not paying for a Telegraph. So it says, in her correspondence, the Duchess of Sussex allegedly shared concerns about unconscious bias in the royal family, the Telegraph reported on Friday. Meghan sent a letter expressing her concerns over unconscious bias within the royal family to her father-in-law, King Charles, according to a new report. Now, off the bat, I'm just thinking, like, how badass it is that you can, like, just pen a letter to King Charles, like, because you got it like that. And it's probably, like, sent by personal courier because they can't have shit being leaked. Well, no pun intended, because everything gets leaked with these people. And I honestly believe both parties are leaking things. I don't think it's just one side or the other. I think it's I think they're both strategically trying to get themselves out of a situation where everybody's being like super fucking extra and it's just that they don't like each other. And we have these two young couples, Harry, Meghan, Kate, William. One couple is like kind of super modern and new and edgy and, you know, something different than the norm, and the other one, they're kind of vanilla and traditional and, you know, duty, like they're gonna take the road that's, you know, not the road that's less traveled, the one that's traveled the most. Like they're just gonna do what it is, they're not really gonna stray from that or like create waves. And like one's just more interesting over the other because of those reasons. And so then it's just, I don't know, it was just like this dynamic that I feel like was never gonna work, just because the personalities, and it's all about ego. There's so much ego being thrown everywhere with these people. So what does it say? So she wrote a letter to King Charles about this unconscious bias, which in the Oprah interview it was pretty much racism. So, but now it's unconscious bias. So, what does it say? The letter was reportedly sent soon after Prince Harry and Meghan's interview with the Oprah Winfrey in 2021. So, this is 2 years later. 2 years later. So much has happened. She went to the Jubilee, and I almost forgot to mention, like, apparently it was the Queen's 97th birthday and this all happened. So then that was another thing for people to hate Meghan about. But now it's 2 years later, and now we're getting this after everything that happens. And is it always just going to be like this pity? Like, okay, I can't even get through the fucking article. Let me shut up. The letter was reportedly sent soon after Prince Harry and Meghan's interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021 that unveiled allegations that there were concerns and conversations about how dark Archie's skin might be when he was born. And I think that we've talked about that before here, where it's like kind of a common thing for people to say, like, when a mixed race couple gets together and they're like, oh, the baby's hair is going to be so pretty, it's going to be mixed, I wonder what color they're going to be, like, it's been said, like, but I do think tone and intention makes a difference. We don't know how it was said, so that could also be a thing. So then it goes, Meghan's correspondence was allegedly sent in response to a letter she received from King Charles. Okay, so she received a letter first from King Charles, and this is a letter that she's responding that has been put out here. Interesting. He was then known as the Prince of Wales, in which he expressed his sadness over tensions within the family. Charles is believed to have been the only senior royal to have made contact with Meghan following the Oprah interview, according to the report. And I think I saw something where people were like, oh, the Sussexes have lied about this because they said in the Netflix documentary that Prince William had texted them, and Harry like showed his phone. So they're lying. They're always lying. Who knows what's factual, what was dramatized to make something, you know, a lot of stuff is dramatized. It's on Netflix. But it's always something. There's so much speculation. Like, they don't even think that this woman had her own child. They think that she had a surrogate. They have videos, pictures, like zooming in, backing up, slow-moing, of like her stomach collapsing, because I think that they're saying that she has like this fake collapsible, you know, I can't speak, collapsible, you know, when it collapses, stomach, and it was like moving around and shit. They have the most conspiracy theories on Meghan Markle. Like, this phenomenon should be studied, the way that people are after this woman. Let me continue. Several new details emerged in the Telegraph report, including that the letters named the member of the family who allegedly made the remark about Archie's skin, and that Meghan and King Charles agreed the comment was said with no malice intended. I think it was Camilla. I do. That's what my gut is telling me. I just feel like she would say some shit like that. That seems like in her nature. Like, I could like envision her saying that out of her mouth. I feel like William and Kate are more modern and more politically correct and would have more forethought, like to know that that would be, you know, could be touchy to say, possibly. I don't know. Camilla, I just feel like anything would come out of her mouth. Like, my goodness, like, look at what she was doing. Nothing is too good. So, like, I would not be surprised. So I think it was her. So they agreed there was no malice. Meghan allegedly also told Charles that she didn't intend to accuse the royal family member of racism. Well, I mean, that's all well and fine, but it's kind of the gist of what everybody was getting from it. So, like, although if it wasn't your intentions, that kind of is what happened and what was taken from it. So, I don't know. It's the price we got. Like, these people. Okay. Meghan allegedly also told Charles that, okay, I already read that, but instead wanted to discuss unconscious bias, the outlet reports. The Duchess 41 reportedly thanked the king for his letter, while the tone of the exchange was warm, the family tensions remain. Oh, they remain alright. A representative, oh yeah, that's right, because she also released a statement today. That's right. This is her statement. I'm about to sneeze, hold on. Okay, so she releases a statement, and it says, the Duchess of Sussex is going about her life in the present, not thinking about correspondence from 2 years ago, related to conversations from 4 years ago. Any suggestion otherwise is false and frankly ridiculous. We encourage tabloid media and various royal correspondents to stop exhausting circus that they are alone creating. A spokesperson for the Duchess of Sussex told People magazine. Okay. So, people got the exclusive on that one, I guess. Prince Harry, I feel like, and I don't know, like, what letters or legal letters, I guess I'm gonna try to find what legal letters apparently Buckingham sent, and because of that, Meghan felt like she needed to make a statement, but I'm just like, otherwise they have been doing so good and, like, you know, and zipping lip and being MIA in the shadows. I feel like I would have liked to see that a little bit longer, but maybe they're gearing up for something. Maybe it's revenge. I mean, it's a human emotion to want to get somebody back who did you wrong. And that is a human emotion, and Meghan has been done dirty, and they have sat by and watched it. So I'm just like, good gracious, it's never gonna stop. She said, this is ridiculous. I just love the whole tone of the statement. It's just like completely, like, she's rolling her eyes. Like, I can see her, envision her, like, saying this shit. Like, this is completely, like, it wasn't like a politically, like, correct, like, oh, buzzword response. Like, she was like, no, this is ridiculous, and We were talking about something from 2 years ago, 4 years ago. Move the fuck on. I'm not thinking about this shit. Why are you? And fuck you. No, let me stop. Oh my god. It's crazy. It's crazy. Oh, and other news that's come across my timeline, Casey Anthony. If you just wanted to know what the Casey Anthony crazy ass is doing, because she was able to get off on something heinous. She's, a place where her daughter probably would have greatly enjoyed, but instead she's going herself. She's been spotted at Walt Disney World Resort. Someone caught a pic of her standing in line at Walt Disney World. I'm telling you, this world is so crazy. Like, the things that you can do in the US of A if you're a certain type of people. You can become a president. Like, you can let me not even go there, but you get what I'm saying. But yeah, I just think that this is, when does it end? It can't go on forever. At what point does someone wave not a red flag, but wave a white flag and surrender? At what point does somebody take control of the reins? Because this is something far out of control. And they're fighting. They are fighting. But there's so much money in it. They're calling Meghan like unhinged. Why do you think #Meghan Markle had to do a complete reversal? They know you don't F with Charlie. They have also hinted that the king has all the cards on the table post-coronation to completely annihilate them. So behave or be done. Oh, so some shit's gonna happen after the coronation. After he's king, he's gonna pull some shit? Is that what's gonna happen? Is he gonna do some king shit? Are we gonna see... Oh my god. There's so much speculation, conspiracy. They don't even think the children exist. They don't think, because nobody's seen them and they haven't been pictured. And the queen, there's no pictures of the queen with like her grandkids, and they've been using all these old pictures and like promotion for the coronation. Like, I'm sure there's a deep Reddit thread somewhere on like Meghan Markle conspiracy lore, because it's crazy. Well, I guess this is kind of Meghan Markle conspiracy lore. But yeah, you guys, I just wanted to update you on the happenings of the royal family as they gear up for the coronation. They're going to have to make it. They're trying to create some buzz, because obviously Meghan's not going to be at the coronation, so they need something to do. Like, they need something to do. God, so this gives them something to do. But I think now, finally, I'm ready to go to sleep, so I hope that you guys have a great rest of your evening, or have a good night wherever you may be, and I will catch you on the flip side. Think about liking, think about subscribing. Not completely understand, but alright, bye guys. So I forgot to add in the developments, according to a source close to Telegraph news desk, someone said that the requirements, like, this is after Meghan's statement came out, right? Saying that this is completely ridiculous. The media is just starting shit. Y'all are being unnecessary. Chill the fuck out. They say Telegraph hits back because they're feeling a type of way, because essentially, I'm guessing they're feeling a type of way because they're feeling like it's coming from Meghan's camp. And with this statement, that's what it's kind of making it seem like, for sure. So after that, Telegraph says, according to the source, close to Telegraph news desk, whoever this source is, like source, they don't ever want to say any names, whoever this source is, one of the requirements from Megan's team was that all the comments on social media and on the article had to be disabled. Sure enough, the comment section is disabled everywhere. Now, I did notice that when I saw the tweet come up with the Telegraph article. I did see that it said only people who are mentioned can reply or something like that. So it's stopping people from having any type of discourse or anything pretty much, or thoughts underneath that. But of course people are going to do it on their own. They're going to take those clips just like people did, and they're going to rewrite the whole entire fucking article in another way and put it on their platform, and then people can talk shit, and people are talking shit all up and down their timeline, so it really doesn't matter. But I did see that. So that is just another interesting tidbit in all of this. As it's coming out, I have a feeling more shit's gonna be happening up to the coronation. I do. I just don't think that. I definitely do. I think that Megan may make an appearance. I just think something's gonna happen. So we'll see though, and I'll keep you guys updated. But what do you think? Do you think this came from Megan's team? Do you think it came from Buckingham Palace? Do you think it came from Kensington Palace? Where did it come from? Who's the little petty boots? Who is the culprit? I want to know. I really want to know. Honestly, maybe what they should do is pop out with pictures of the kids and shake shit up. Because I'm thinking, I just feel like there's something coming and they're working up for something. And everybody has been claiming that nobody's seen the kids and they don't really exist and this, that, and other. Pop out with a pic of the kids. On Coronation Day or the day before. And that's all the British media is going to care about, and they're somehow going to have to share their time between going crazy about Meghan's mystery children and reporting on the coronation. But because hate outweighs like positivity and negativity sells, that would probably be the focus more so. So, I mean, I'm just thinking, like, if I were Petty Boots, the things that I would be doing, because at this point, the gloves are off with these people. Gloves are off, because after I saw the image, that really took me aback. And to see people, like the creator, put their name on it like it's not highly offensive, vile, and racist as fuck, and then seeing people comment on it, and like, of course, majority of the people were saying like it wasn't okay, but the fact that you felt comfortable enough to create a work like that and put it out, like, some people truly are wackadoodles.